Good morning. Forgot to turn on my candle. So last night was amazing. I lit my candles for my altar and I got to talk to my sister. She would have been my older sister. Welcome in. I figured since today is Day of the Dead, I am going to do these for everyone as well, the Healing Grief cards. Now remember to use these for journaling. So today we are doing, I felt the need for us to do some journaling. Good morning. So I pulled these, the Prairie Majesty Oracle. Now remember, those have a question at the top. I love to use those questions as journaling prompts. Let me grab my notebook. Today is Thursday, November 2nd. So I typically during my lives, I pull one card for everybody. So anybody that wants a card, you put your name down. Now the cards I'm using today, let me show you. All of these have a question. They have a question at the top. So I encourage everyone to use that question to really deepen your understanding of what the message is for yourself and really journal on it. And today I'm also doing the Healing Grief card. So I recommend taking screenshots of each of the cards. So it's 3 sets of cards. It's your response to loss, understanding grief, and healing. Being that this is a time we remember our loved ones. For those of you who set up an ofrenda, an altar, and are really thinking about your loved ones, that's going to help us out today. So Michaela, I'm adding you on the list. Okay, so I have Michaela. And for those of you jumping in, we are doing these today, the Prairie Majesty Oracle. Yes, I just need a name or a nickname, and I'm going to add you to the list. Well, we could go ahead and start. We're going to start with Michaela. Okay, and Gopi. So let's go ahead and start. We are going to get a card for Michaela. Oh, 1 second, my candle blew out, which is weird. Okay, maybe my candle is at the end of its cycle. Okay, Durga, let me add you. Okay, Michaela. Hello, good morning. Welcome in. Michaela. One card flipped in my hand and this one came out. So we're going to go with the message from both. So the one that flipped in my hand is, what is mine for the doing? This is about what you can do. That's why this big word down here, work. What can you do? What is mine for the doing? But this is a card that jumped out. What would help me feel safe in opening up? Dabble. So this is a sign for you to open up to somebody that you are safe with. Okay, so not just anybody, a friend, a family member, a loved one, someone you trust. So remember, don't give your energy out to just anybody. It's got to be someone you trust, somebody you are comfortable in opening up with. So that's your reminder to open up. That always helps release some energy. Now, I'm gonna have to ask everybody: is everyone okay with me pulling the healing and grief cards? You're basically, you can screenshot them and use them for journaling. Okay. I really love these, especially today. Your response to loss. Painful as it is, we all learn in loss through this. What have you learned about life and yourself? So be sure to screenshot these so you can use them as journaling prompts. Understanding grief. Your grief is real because the love was real. Do not doubt your grief. Do not let it be minimized. The intensity of the grief is there because of the intensity of the love. So you're going to use all three parts of these. And healing. As you experience the sadness of the loss, find gratitude for the love you shared and the experiences you had. I remember you today with love and gratitude. So use all three parts of that to journal about your loved one. The important part about grieving is remembering our people, okay? Remembering our loved ones, remembering the good memories, all the love, all the fun you had with them. That is what really helps us heal through it. It's never about forgetting them. They're always going to be with you. Okay, Gopi. Yes, I love them. Let me screenshot this. Those are from a book. Here's the author. Here's some of his other books. So the cards are specific parts of the book. So if you really love reading, you might want to get that book. Okay, Jasmine, I'm adding you to the list. Okay, Gopi. Now remember, I'm doing one card pulls, but if you get 2 or 3 cards, we're going with the main message in all of those. Gopi. Am I honoring my knowing? Trust. This is about trusting your intuition, trusting who you truly are. Am I honoring my knowing? Are you honoring your true self? So it's about trusting who you truly are deep down inside. Cherie, I'm adding you to the list. Okay, and then Gopi. Remember, screenshot all of these to help you journal. All your regrets, the should-haves, and what-ifs can imprison you in your pain. What if we had gone to a different hospital? We should have gone to the doctor sooner. Let them go. If you feel you can't stop thinking of the regrets, just repeat several times a day. I'm willing to let go of the should-haves and what-ifs. This is about releasing guilt over not having done enough. Elisa and Joss, I added you to the list. Okay, you got 2 more cards for the grieving cards. Make sure you screenshot these. These are so helpful. Despite our best efforts, people still die. We may have tried to stop death, but we couldn't. I did enough. I did the best, knowing what I knew at the time. Now, I'm pulling these at random, but they're all coming out with a similar message of not feeling guilty over a loss. Okay, Tammy, I'm adding you to the list. Okay, there's one more Gopi. Healing. Meaning in this loss may come in time. It can't be rushed or found for me. Healing takes time. Today I look forward to finding peace. Okay, Yolanda, I'm adding you to the list. I am doing the grief cards for everyone. They are so helpful when you journal with them, when you work with them. Yeah, so they are very helpful, especially if you journal on it. You really find solace and peace in knowing, especially your message. Your message was you did enough. Don't ever feel guilty over not having done enough. That was your main message to remind yourself of from those cards. Yeah, Laura, I put you down. So I have Durga next, and then I have Jasmine, Cherie, Elisa, Joss, Laura, Tammy, and Yolanda. Yes, that is good. Now, sometimes we do. I went through a 10-year, not 10 years, 18 years with guilt over a loss from a reading. Okay, I stopped touching any cards or anything for 18 years because through cards I saw that somebody would pass, and a week later they actually did. The guilt I had over that reading, the guilt I felt over just this reading and seeing something happen before it happened and it actually happening, it was traumatizing for me. It truly was. It took me 18 years to realize why I needed to be the messenger, why I needed to receive this message. It took me 18 years for this. And it was because I was meant to stay in these kids' lives. So one of these women that passed had younger kids. The oldest was 14. They were 4 kids. She had asked me shortly before any reading or anything happened that if anything happened to her, if I would take care of her kids. And I was like, don't talk like that. Like, you're fine. You're good. And she passed. And I knew. That's why I got that message. I knew that I needed to be the one to hear the message. And I've been in their lives since then. I love them. They're all grown and they have kids. But guilt will put us in a really tough state of mind. It really will. So it's really important, if you have any sort of feelings like that over grief, to really sit down and tell yourself it was not your fault. You did what you could. Hi. So All Saints Day was yesterday. Today is Day of the Dead. Today we remember our loved ones that have passed that were adults. So yesterday, specifically All Souls Day, it's the saints, so on November 1st, and also children. So yesterday I got a chance to connect with my sister. So she passed shortly after birth, but I always pray for her. And I got to connect with her last night, and that's why I didn't come on last night. I was going to, but I was crying for a good 2 hours, so I couldn't. Yeah, de muertos. Okay, Durga, you are next. Whoa, okay, give me 1 sec. Your card jumped out. Durga, is it time to reclaim and reinvent the structures in my life? Take over. This is about reclaiming your life and what you're doing with it. This is about I'm getting a gut feeling over this. This is about doing what you want to do as opposed to what others want you to do. That's what this message is. It's time to reclaim and reinvent the structures of your life. Okay, Durga, here's your grief cards. Anger is part of healing grief, but don't let anger grow in you. Find healthy ways to release it. Scream in the car, exercise, hit a pillow, or write a letter to your anger. Hello, good morning. Now remember, anybody can screenshot these. All of these are really amazing journaling prompts for grief. Grief is an expression that you loved well in life. The love will last forever. Thank you for the hearts. Your memories will never die. Remember 3 moments today that you will always cherish. I am sad. That is what grief feels like sometimes. Let me have my own experience of it. I recognize sadness as part of healing. So that was for Durga. Okay, Chennai, I'm adding you to the list. Jasmine is next. Let me scoot my list over here. Okay, Megan, Wanda, I am adding you, Megan. Wanda. So really, screenshot all of these cards. These are all good for journaling. That card just jumped out. Jasmine. What am I integrating? Build. What do you need to integrate into your life in order to build up on and help you out? Hey, Megan. Oh, look, 2 Megans right there. Macaroni and Megan. So, Jasmine, what am I integrating? How can you bring things together so resources around you to build up on and use to build yourself up? God or your higher power can heal a broken heart. Just offer all the pieces. Allow feelings that come up today their time to heal. Hope keeps suffering in check. There is hope for healing and more love and grief. Regrets keep us stuck in the past and make us doubt our future. Accept what has happened and release yourself from any blame. That was for Jasmine. Cherie is next. You're welcome. Okay, so there's okay, I see 11 up there. Let me make sure everyone is in here. So this is who I have. Cherie, Elisa, Joss, Laura, Tammy. I know Laura, Tammy, Yolanda, and Shanae are still in here. What about Cherie, Elisa, Joss? That's who I have next. Cherie, and then Elisa, Joss. Okay, Joss is still here. Okay, Cherie, you are up next. Okay. Okay, what about Elisa? Okay, so I think Elisa might have jumped out. So, Cherie, you are next, and then Joss after that. And after Joss, Laura, Tammy, Yolanda, Shanae. Megan, Wanda, and Meg, let me know if you want one too. And Michelle. Thank you for the hand hearts. Hand heart, the finger heart, the little cute little heart. Okay, Cherie. Cherie. How can I know myself is bigger than any fear shed? This is about shedding that skin, more of a shell, like your protective skin, okay? How can I know myself is bigger than any fear? This is about shedding fears. This is about overcoming your fears. What is something you need to overcome? So that's why I ask you to journal on these, because you need to go deeper into what the actual message is for you. So Cherie, here's the grief cards. Children are often the forgotten grievers. Include your children in the grief. Grief is work. Avoiding grief is even more work. Today I will not run from the pain. I will allow the healing powers of grief to soften my feelings and mend my broken heart. Honor your grief today. Others may minimize it or want you to have a different feeling. Don't look to others to understand it. Only you know the magnitude of your loss. That is for Cherie. Now remember, when it comes to any of these, you can really screenshot any to use as journaling prompts. All of these are great journaling prompts. You're welcome. Joss, you are next. And after Joss, I have Laura, Tammy, Yolanda, Shanae, Megan, and Wanda. Joss. What am I opening into? Emerge. It's time for you to come out of your cocoon like this beautiful butterfly. What am I opening into? It's time to emerge. It's time for you to come out of this shell and just shine and be beautiful. So I heard the phrase authentically you, so honor yourself. Tell your story to someone who deserves it. The story can be healing to share. Find someone who allows you to be exactly where you are. Don't waste it on those who may not understand your loss. Okay, Vicky, I'm adding you to the list. Vicky. There is no right way to grieve. Your life is different than everyone else's, and so is your grief. Pain is inevitable in grief. Suffering is optional. Help my mind be kind to me today. I will not punish myself for anything I did or didn't do. So that was for Joss. Jari, I'm adding you to the list. Next is Laura. Remember, if you can, screenshot these and use them as journaling prompts. It's really healing. Okay, give me one sec. I need to ground myself. And just letting you guys know, if anybody comes in, as in one of your spirit people, today I'm just letting them in. I'm not going to do what I did last night and try to hold them back. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we're good. Because and Meg is here. So I was on a live with Meg and some other friends, and somebody came through. We finally figured out, and last night found the people and talked it out. But this person a couple nights ago literally like pushed their way in through my door, through my where I pull your people through. So she had a strong message. Right now I kind of feel a similar thing going on, so we'll just, if somebody comes through, I'm just gonna let them in, because if somebody's trying to come through, it's got to be for some of you guys in here. Okay, Laura, you are next. Now, Vicky, your dad is always like right with you. Like always, like anytime I pull somebody in, it's usually your dad that comes in, and he's been watching like everything you've been doing. Okay, Laura. So I'm doing one card pulls. If you want a card, just put your name in or your nickname. Oh, hold on. I caught that one. No, I didn't. Okay, hold on. Give me one sec. Let me drink some water. I think this person trying to come through is giving me some weird stomach stuff. Let me drink some water just to rule out that is like actually my stomach. Okay. They're being polite though. Laura, how am I the light in darkness? Radiate. It's time to shine your light on others. How am I the light in darkness? It's time for you to shine bright. Sometimes in grief, you have to grieve the life you thought you were going to have. For example, you were going to be together forever. We must in time let go of the pictures of the life we thought we were going to live and accept the different one in front of us. Oh, is that what that is? It's all right here, like swelling. Feels like my whole midsection is like swelling, not my guts, right here. Right here. So it's the organs area. And it's making me feel very weak. We'll see. Ooh, okay. When I get to you, we'll see if it's her. Okay. I'll pull them in. Right now I'm holding them back. Hey Donna, welcome in. Okay, this is still for Laura. This is your second one of the grief cards. In acceptance, sometimes we have to allow our loved one to be fully dead before we allow ourselves to fully live. Now, take that card as in the physical, meaning their physical presence. Wounded people, wound people. Healed people, heal people. Today I will focus on my healing. So that was for Laura. Okay, Tammy. You're welcome, Laura. Tammy. how can I go higher? Climb. Now, I love this bobcat here. This thing about going higher is getting a higher vantage point. Like when a bobcat is up in a tree, you know, a bobcat goes up for protection, to sleep, to look out for his prey, and finally, you know, jump back down. How can you get a leg up? Thank you for the hearts. How can I go higher? How can you climb a little higher to get a better view? Acceptance doesn't mean you are okay with the loss. It just means in time we must accept the reality they are no longer here in physical form. You can't think your way out of grief. Be present for it. You can handle it. As you experience the sadness of the lost, find gratitude for the love you shared and the experiences you had. I remember you today with love and gratitude. That was for Tammy. Okay, Yolanda. Okay, now I'm feeling now maybe it does have to be for you because my ears rang when I said your name. Let's just pull a card. Okay, now I'm feeling it because I know you and I know how you talk. Now I'm feeling it does have to be for you, but she told me to pull other cards. Now, I'm trusting her. Okay, we're going with these. Because I know how you talk. And she said, no, not those, the other ones. I was like, okay, what other ones? So I looked down on my little tray, so I got, you know, my cards lined up. And I looked at these. She's like, yeah, those. So we're going with these. I'm trying to get this whole feeling she's giving me because it's a full body. Thank you for the hearts. It's a full body, like, so I don't know what that entails because so all of this feels like swollen and like hot, but my whole body is like drained and weak, including like my head and everything, as if I were like very dehydrated, I want to say, because I've been there. Okay, yeah, that my whole body feels like that, but I feel dehydrated at the same time. It's a strange feeling. Oh, okay. So the only reason, so I've been severely dehydrated, so I know, I kind of recognize this feeling, but the rest of the body thing, like the swelling and that, I was confused because when I was dehydrated, I didn't feel swollen, but I guess that's what it would feel like, and especially right here, the organs, right by the ribs, like the lower, like under the rib cage. Okay, I'm pulling these for you. Okay. Right action. Aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go. And everything that wants to come, come. This is about you letting go of stuff you don't need to hold on to anymore. This is about you needing to get rid of some things in your life. Okay, you need to get rid of the negativity, the resentment, the hate. You need to get rid of that stuff to make room for the good. So you need to do that. Now, I don't know if you're single or not. I don't think she's liked any of your recent dates. Just saying. But she's saying like you're better than them. Like you're too much for any of them. So she was probably right there with you then, like sending you the message. Yeah, she's not liking any of your prospects right now. That's another thing you can always talk to her about, to put somebody else in your path, in your way that she kind of likes. Okay, trust her choices. Trust her. A broken heart is also an open heart. Your vulnerability is also your strength. Do not run from your openness. Now, Yolanda, I gotta say, this is different, okay? This is a different feeling, because typically when somebody comes in for me, they're to my left. They're over here. But she's behind me. Behind me is always where my angels sit. Okay, so she is higher up a little bit than like the typical traditional, but here's the thing, I feel her moving around. I don't know if it's the veil that is thin, like to my right, but she's mostly behind me. She's in a different spot than my usual people, and I'm feeling her a lot stronger. So like when angels come in, they are full body. Like I feel them a lot stronger than the other energies, which is kind of cool to feel this differently and so strong. Okay, this is the second one. Grief is a time of reimagining, renewal, and rebuilding. Do one small thing new today: an experience, food, new music, new outfit. Be open to something new today. When your loved one dies, a part of you died with them, and a part of them lives on in you. Remember this second part of that. Yes. Okay, and she loves you so much. But I 100%. So she told me to grab those other cards. Feel that she really wanted to come in and tell you about the guys in your life. I think that was her main thing. Okay, so I already asked her. She's gonna help you find somebody else. You mean for the paid ones? You click on the picture there, and the links are all the way on the top. So right now I'm just doing free 1-card pulls. It happened like somebody was coming in. I'm like, I have to do this. If I don't give you the message, then she'll stick around until I get the person the message. Okay, so I'd rather, I'm glad she came in while you were still here, because I don't think I would have been comfortable feeling that feeling she gave me all day. Okay, and she loves you. I had to make sure I get the full message to you. Okay. Okay, I sent her back. Okay, I couldn't with the feeling anymore. Okay, anybody that wants a one card pull, just put your name or your nickname. So next I have Chanae, Megan, Wanda, Vicky, and Jari. Okay, Tyler, I'm adding you to the list. Okay. Okay, I got 15 minutes. Ophelia, I'm adding you to the list. Because I already have, I have 15 minutes. If you want to do a reading, preferably if you want it today, because I have 15 minutes, I'm going to try to get to all the names on the list. Okay, let me see. No, which way did you do it? Did you do it towards the bottom? Because if you don't do the top links, it won't do it through there. If you do it through my website, it's going to send you a booking thing, which I was going to say, preferably that is better, because here's what you get with the paid readings. We get a one-on-one, like a video call. We record it, and then you can rewatch it whenever you want. So if you did it through my page, I don't get the notifications on here, but that would be better. If you did it through my actual website, you get a link sent to your email, and then you click your booking, and then that's how we do the one-on-one. Those are a lot better. Okay. So let me open it up on here, because right in a little bit at 11, I have one with Donna, and I have 2 more. So I have a few spots left for today. Okay, let me continue. Chanae, are you still in here? I think you're still where. After Chanae, I have Megan, Wanda, Vicky, Jari, Tyler, and Ophelia. Okay, Chanae, you are next. Chanae, what am I cleaning up or converting? Digest. This is about transmuting negative energy, changing it into positive energy, taking the regrets, hate, fear, all this bad stuff, and turning it into love, light, peace. Easier said than done, right? But it's really about transmuting the energy, digesting it, really taking it and transforming it into energy that's going to work for you. Now, I don't see if you used... I don't see a notification. Let me know what you used. Okay, Chanae, here are the grief cards. It happened the way it happened for a reason. Beyond knowing, as difficult as it may be, try to make peace with the uncertainty. Your grief is real because the love was real. Do not doubt your grief. Do not let it be minimized. The intensity of the grief is there because of the intensity of the love. Meaning in this loss may come in time. It can't be rushed or found for me. Healing takes time today. I look forward to finding peace. That was for Chene. Okay, so if you did it through my actual website and went through that, you're going to get an email with a link. So that is for the private ones, so that's preferable for me because I'm going to run out of time soon. I got to jump off in 10 minutes, and that's going to be better for you if you did it through my website and click the 3-card ones. Clicked on that, you're going to get a link and you choose your time for the booking, and then we do a one-on-one video call. Okay, Megan is next. And I do have time today, so you can still pick one. Megan, you are next. Woo. That card flew. Megan. What enchants me? Delight. This is about bringing fun and passion back into your life. What enchants me? What brings you joy? It's time for you to bring that into your life right now. That's your reminder. To bring back some passion, some fun, some joy into your life. Oop. Painful as it is, we all learn and loss through this. What have you learned about life and yourself? Your grief is unique because your loss reflects a unique love you experienced. No one knows your exact grief because no one but you felt your exact love. Remember that love today for you and only you. I am sad. That is what grief feels like sometimes. Let me have my own experience of it. I recognize sadness as part of healing. That was for Megan. Okay, Wanda, are you still in here? Okay, Wanda. So after Wanda, I have Vicky, Yari, Tyler, and Ophelia. Okay, one sec. 2 of these cards flipped over. Oh, okay. This is about being your true self. These 2 cards, okay? Okay, that's fine. That's even better. Okay? You're going to get a link in your email. So just pick a time right there and we do a one-on-one recorded reading. Those are much better for me as far as scheduling goes. And I do still have time. I think after 12 today, you're going to see your available times. Is my pursuit both honorable and focused? Stock. This is about keeping your eye on your goal, keeping your eye on the prize, just like the mountain lion does with its prey. And am I singing my song? Warble. It's about you being your true self, about you singing your own song, about shining bright as your true whole self. Okay, this is all about being yourself. and honoring that and keeping your eyes on your goals. So that's for Wanda. And here's the grief cards. I have no control over loss, but I have complete control over my thinking that follows. I release judgment and blame today. In grief, we must release the role of victim. We will survive and live our life fully to honor our loved one. Forgive those who have hurt you. In order to heal today, I will remember they were wounded by another. This is about forgiveness for others, for your own healing. That is for Wanda. Okay, Vicky. You're welcome, Wanda. Vicky, you are next. Okay, Steffi, let me add you. I think I can still get to a few more before I gotta jump off. So I have to just be off in like 8 minutes because I do have a booked appointment at 11. So that's 10 minutes for me. So I still have about 8 minutes. Okay, Vicky, you are next. Kelly, Judy, I'm adding you to the list. I hope I can get to you before I have to jump off. Because today I already have one in-depth at 11, and then I have 2 more later on after that. There's still some time in between. Vicky. Vicky, what reminds me I am free? It's time to liberate yourself. Liberate yourself from anything that's binding you, any fear, any self-doubts. What reminds me I'm free? Remember, you have the freedom to choose what you do, who you share your energy with. Don't let yourself be bound or confined by fear, doubts, or hesitation. Okay, you have the right. You have the right to choose. You are free to do so. Don't be afraid of your grief. Let it out today. Let it breathe. It will not overpower you. You don't get over grief. You learn to live with it in your heart forever. Forgiveness is not an action or attitude. It's a process. Be willing to forgive. It takes time. That was for Vicky. I really enjoy those cards. You're welcome. Okay. Jari, are you still in here? So this is who's left on the list. Jari, Tyler, Ophelia, Steffi, Kelly, and Judy. So Jari, are you still in here? There you are. How does the situation look and feel from a different view? Now this flip is about this little bug, like when bugs get stuck on their back and they're just flailing their legs up in the air. All they need to do is flip over and they're good to go, right? But sometimes when you're stuck in something, you don't really see the solution out of it. You know you're stuck, you feel stuck. But the way you find the solution is taking a step back and looking at it from a different point of view. So like while the bug is stuck there, it doesn't know, it just has to flip and do it. We can see it flipped over and like, okay, flip over and you'll be good. But the bug doesn't see it when it's stuck. Sometimes we just need to look at it from a different point of view to figure out the solution and to figure out a way figure a way out of this. Taking a step back and looking at it from a different point of view. Okay, Yolanda, I have to jump off in a bit. I'm going to add you on the list in the hope that I can get to you, because I have a booked reading in about 7 minutes. Feel all your feelings as they come up instead of carrying them into your future. The grief is there to heal the pain. We don't run from grief. We actually run from the pain of loss. Grief has been given to us to heal the pain. Regrets keep us stuck in the past and make us doubt our future. Accept what has happened and release yourself from any blame. Oh, that's great. Like, those cards always signify you're going through something rough, and just knowing that there's hope close in sight is great. You're welcome, Jari. Okay, Tyler, are you still in here? Okay. Let me see if I could go a little. Okay, that's great. That is amazing. Okay, Tyler. Okay, there's 2 cards. These are both about being true to yourself, okay? Is it time to reclaim and reinvent the structures in my life? Take over. Now, this takeover part is calling you to take over your life. Take that pen again and write your own chapter. Not let others dictate what you do and how you live and the type of life that you do, because people will do that for us, especially family. Am I singing my song? Warble, are you singing your own song, or are you singing somebody else's? This is about taking over, taking control back over your life. Eventually, I will remember my loved one with more love than pain. I will find compassion and patience today for my temporary pain and permanent love. Grief is a reflection of love. Most would rather love and grieve than to have never experienced their loved one in this lifetime. Honor your grief today. Others may minimize it or want you to have a different feeling. Don't look to others to understand it. Only you know the magnitude of your loss. That was for Tyler. Okay, there's one thing I think I can do in a couple minutes, but I would need to leave out the grief cards. I can still try and get 1 card for everybody that's still left on the list. You're welcome, Tyler. And we can get these, and you can screenshot your cards. So I can go as fast as I can and still try to get a card for everybody still left on the list before I jump off. I got just a couple minutes, and I really got to jump off. Okay, I got a minute and a half. Ophelia. So screenshot these. Ophelia. What is ready for action? Dive. What goal have you had in mind that you're close to it, that you can dive into now? What is holding you back? It's time to dive in. Okay, Steffi. cool. Steffi, what would help me feel safe in opening up? Dabble. What do you need to open up about? But remember, to your safe person, not just anybody, right? Somebody you confide in. It's time for you to open up and release some tension. Kelly. All right, sorry guys, I got one more minute. Kelly. Where do I give and receive? It's time for you to match this energy. Don't give more than you receive. Don't receive more than you give. It's time to match this energy. Judy. What do I want to carve out space for in my life? Dig. This is about you removing toxicity, negative energy, things that no longer serve you in your life so you can bring in the good stuff. Okay, it's time to clean house. Do some fall cleaning with your energy. Okay, Yolanda, I got to you, Yolanda. Okay, Yolanda, am I receiving peace? Soothe. It's time for you to soothe your emotions. It's time for you to find your peace. Now, I love this reminder with a body of water. It's time for you to relax and enjoy your time and some meditation, some prayer, and just relax. Now, I made it with the 1 cards. I couldn't do the grief ones, but we'll do it again tomorrow. This whole week needs to be about healing through grief. Now, thank you all for hanging out with me. Sarah, be sure to book your time. Thank you all. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Remember, you can still go into my website and book your time there and all that. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful, wonderful Thursday.